Shut your witch ass up. I hate Halloween. It's a horrible holiday.
Dan, it is great to get to chat with you finally for this show. Thomas, as always, love seeing you and talking for Solar. The Halloween special part 2 is such a blast from start to finish, a great continuation of it. Dan, you didn't get to be a part of season or the first Halloween special, so how did it feel to bring Corvo's fear of Halloween to life this season?
Yeah, it was bonkers. I had to, clue up on what had happened last time around. But yeah, it was great fun.
And then Thomas, for you, when you saw what was going to be happening this special with the return of the Great Pumpkin and sort of the curse on the family, what was your first reaction to the script?
It was the gif of Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone 2 going like this. When he goes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. But you do know what I'm talking about.
I do.
It's
the perfect reaction. I mean, how can you not just celebrate it right out the gate?
Or the gif, the gif of Jack Nicholson from it's the one with him and Helen Hunt, and there's a gif of him nodding, and he's going. You know that one? He's got a psycho look in his face, and he's nodding.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I cannot think of what movie that's from, but that is hysterical. Both perfect reactions for this special. I love it. And so, Dan, I'd like to turn to you because so one thing I've always heard from talking with Thomas and Sean is that one note they always get is faster, faster, faster when it comes to delivering their dialogue for this show. Yes. And I'd love to hear what it's been like for you, growing accustomed to the pacing of this show, especially with something as bonkers as the Halloween special.
Yeah, it's pretty high octane, and I've found that it helps if I go to the sessions heavily caffeinated and just ready to just hit the ground running very fast. Yeah, it's great. I sort of follow their lead, really. They very much set the pace, set the tone, and Corvo's got a lot that he wants to say very often. He's a man of many words, and you just got to get them out as fast as possible.
It's incredible that you're able to do it the way you do and still make it funny at the same time. I don't know how many people could pull that off. Thomas, though, pulls it off too. And I'd love to hear about your transformation into a ghost for this special. I'd love to hear sort of how Terry actually feels about it, even though, initially it's because of a curse. But how do you think Terry feels about that transformation?
I think... Well, with most things, he sees like he probably starts out as this is great and then realizes it's bad. He's like, looks like the solar opposites are ghosts, baby, and then then realizes it stinks, and he wants to be real so he can bump mounds with his new husband. There's always he's always quick to celebrate the monkey's paw situation.
Part of what makes him such a fun character is that optimism, at least out the gate.
Yeah, exactly.
if not long term. And so, Dan, I know obviously Corvo's not necessarily happy about the curse, but I love that it sort of, I don't want to give spoilers away, but it does become this very heartwarming full circle arc for him. What do you think is sort of going through Corvo's mind through so much of this adventure, this special?
Yeah, I think as ever, he's trying to fit in the human world. He's decided that he hates Halloween, and part of his journey this time around is coming to terms with what makes Halloween great, and that's what's going to ultimately save him and save them all. Is getting his head around that and not being such a humbug about Halloween, which I think is a lovely journey. Appreciating Heidi Klum's costume party, for example, and not just doing down on it.
Now, I love that in addition to embracing it, we get to see the Solars going to war, essentially, or not the Solars per se, but one holiday going to war against another holiday. And so I'd love to hear, if I'm sure there will be more holiday specials in the future. What two holidays would you love to see square off against one another in the future of this show?
Thomas has got the list of great American holidays. He's got on his multi-screen station there.
At my data center, I have a screen of a.
I don't have such luxuries afforded me.
Because this plebe is on his phone.
What am I gonna do?
Well, okay. Something fun that you could already play with is April Fool's Day.
Oh, that's good.
Soft pitch. You never know when the fools end. You never know when the goofs and the pranks end. And maybe there's like the goof monster, you know, the spirit of April Fools. It's, you know, it writes itself, obviously. But then I've got Daylight Appreciation Day. I think we could really drill into that. If you, I mean, I'm sure if you close your eyes and just think of all the fun bits that we could mess around with daylight. Or National Lobster Day. Does this sound like
Lobster Day?
Fertile grounds.
I think Lobster Day versus April Fools could definitely work out in someone's favor.
There's apparently a National Pets in Film Day.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. Just meeting famous
pets.
Like Lassie.
Yeah. Dead.
No,
yeah.
But then the trick is on you because you think you're meeting Lassie and it's just a dog.
Yeah.
The fake Lassie. And maybe they resurrect Lassie.
They resurrect but then it's like a Weekend at Bernie's thing. So it's a Weekend at Lassie and they're making this dead dog, you know, try to be believable. Next thing, and he gets a job and now it's the CEO and they're like, what are we going to do? We got this dead dog as the CEO of a company. I mean, I'll see you at the Emmys.
I was going to say, we should get Mike and Josh on this call right now. We got gold coming out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, how about you?
Flipper a pet? Sorry. I'm just thinking of famous pets now.
You're good.
My favorite holidays.
The two holidays you would love to see go to war within the wacky world of solar.
I would see there's probably a National Donut Day.
Mm-hmm.
Can Thomas verify this on the list? We got National Donut Day.
There is a National Donut Day.
It was recently.
And throw me another one, just randomly.
There's a lot of food-based ones. There's also a National Fried Chicken Day.
There you go. Fried chicken versus donut, and then they fuse the chicken fried donut.
Yeah, chicken fried
is the sort of the happy resolution.
It's like what's that little Monster Man little buddy? It's like a chicken fried donut, like freak monster. They combine it. It's like yummy, you know.
That would be so funny. I would love to see all of these ideas come to life. So hopefully,
there you go.
Hopefully, you know, you guys get that pitch to Mike and Josh. I'm sure they would love to run with it. I see I'm almost out of time.
Where did you get those tiki mugs? I have those as well. Where did they come from?
They were from the Valentine's Day special.
Yes, I've got them on my shelf.
Because they also got me drawn into the world of solars back there. So
that's a treat.
I always love having them on display when it comes time for solar interviews. You know, show my love.
Yes.
So I did want to ask really quickly as well before I let you guys go. You're both in the Monsterverse. I would love to see you guys team up. Have you had any talks about the possibility of getting to team up within that world?
We should. We absolutely should.
Yeah. We'll get Legendary on the phone and we'll say, fine, we'll do it.
They've been begging us to. Monsterverse.
Yeah.
It's all gonna happen.
Yeah.
This
gorilla, this Kong, Godzilla, Galgaran, or whatever the Gamora beast thing can only be defeated by chicken fried donut helmed by these two donut pilots, Tim Tams and Din Dans. It's like Pacific Rim, right? Meets that.
I was going to say, now you're pulling Pacific Rim.
Yeah. They need two Jaeger pilots to finally work together.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Well, I would love to see you guys cross over in the Monsterverse, but in the meantime, I'm so glad you get to team up in this show because you two are fantastic, and I can't wait to hopefully talk to you again for season 6 because I know it's coming and I can't wait for it. So thanks, guys, so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Grant.
Sorry, are we just going to ignore the fact that you barfed up a bat?